Creating a nested function in MS Excel is something that you can easily do through the careful use of just the right formula. If you want to learn it in easy steps, then this video is absolutely for you. Do watch it without the fail. In this video, I'm going to explain the steps to create the nested function using AND function along with if function in Microsoft Excel. I'll take you through complete steps in constructing the nested formula from scratch. And all this has been done using a very simple data which will be very easy to recreate and understand. So do watch it without the fail to understand the complete method so that you can create the nested function inside your day-to-day life in Microsoft Excel. Hello everyone, welcome back to this Microsoft Excel tutorial journey with me on my Knowledge Factor YouTube channel. This is session number 115 and this section we are learning the conditional functions in Microsoft Excel. So let's take our if function to a whole another level now. During this video, we are going to be taking a look at utilizing nested functions. Essentially, we are going to take a function and place it inside of another function, essentially getting functions to do more for us with the help of another function, right? Now, to help explain this, I'm going to set up the scenario here. So first I'll make it clear that what we are going to do here, and then we will take a look at how you nest functions inside of Excel. Now open in front of you, I have still got the example file, the same one we have been working on, and I'm on the if function worksheet of the Excel 103 advanced exercises file. You can download this file. I have provided the link on the description of this video. Now inside of here we have a column for bonus status. You see here, we just got done doing the goal. Was the goal met? Right, we use them out. And just to remind you here, here is our if function. So if, I'll just make it a bit bigger. Just to highlight and to recap, if open parenthesis, we have test, and we had a true and we had false, right? So that's your standard if function in Excel. Now I love ifs. I use them all the time. Okay, it's great. You specify a test, a condition, you tell it what it should be looking for you, and then tell Excel what to do if it's true and what to do if the test is false. Now what if you have scenario where you have multiple tests? I need to perform this test and this test and this test, and they all have to be true in order for, in this case, the salesperson, right, to get the true part of the if one of those tests is incorrect, did not pass the test, and then get a false in return, right? So there's multiple conditions, multiple tests that I want to run. Well, within if function, default you can only specify one test, right? That's it. And we just did that in our previous video. If you have missed watching that video, I have provided the link at the top of this video. You can go ahead and watch it. So in the previous video, we have already seen like how we can structure the if function using just one test condition. So right inside here was the goal met. In that column, we specified the test. We said if F5 is greater than equal to goal, which is I2, so that's one test, right? And well, in the bonus status, they have to do a couple of things in order for each salesperson to reach the bonus status. They have to go through multiple tests. First test, they have to met the goal, that's one test. And then each week, right, we have 4 weeks here, week 1, 2, 3 and 4 for each salesperson. So for each week they had to have made $8,000 or more. So get the goal. That's the first test, and then second test would be each week $8,000 or more. So now we got the goal, and we got 4 weeks, and we have potentially 5 tests, right, including the goal. So goal is the first test, and then the second, third, fourth, and fifth, so total 5 tests. So we have potentially 5 tests that we want to run to find out if they met the bonus. Okay, so now I'm actually going to trim it down to 2, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. But it's really 5 tests, but I'm just going to show you 2 methods here, right? So in either case, it's more than one, so we can't just use the if function all by itself, right? So now we are going to bring in another function, and that's called the AND function, and it's going to do a little bit of work for us. So it's going to test each condition, and then it will return the result from each condition to the if, whether all those conditions are true or one of them was false, and then the if can do the rest of the work for us. Now before we do the nesting, let's take a quick peek at the AND function. Okay, I'll just delete this. So I'm just going to drop down to an empty spot on my worksheet, and I'm going to type this in. I'm going to say equals and I'm going to open up a parenthesis. Now just to make it a little bit cleaner and to give us a little bit more information, I'm going to go and hit the little FX button here. So this will open up the argument window, so I can see the AND arguments. So here is the AND, and it checks whether all the arguments are true. So these are the arguments right now. Okay, these two in there, but you can have up to 255 of them. Okay, right now it's just showing 2, but you can have 255 arguments altogether. So check whether all the arguments are true. If so, it returns true. And if all arguments are true, so there are a lot of trues in there, right? Check whether all arguments are true and return true. If all arguments are true, that means we have those 5 tests, right? So first test, was the goal met? Yes, they made it, right? Now each week is week more than 8,000. Yes, 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 right? For all the 4 weeks for Ed James, it's more than or equal to 8,000. Right, so the first person, Ed James, passed the test, so the AND would return true. And let's say for the next person, K Dunn, so for K Dunn, did K Dunn make the goal? So no, right? K Dunn didn't make it, right? So right away the answer is sorry, you didn't make it, right? So it returns false back to the AND function, and it will return false, right? Now let's take a look at another one here. Let's take a look at D.O. Bran. So D.O. Bran passed the test or not? Did D.O. Bran meet the goal? So yes. So it's great, it met the goal. Then the logical test is done, right? Made it. But each week is not greater than 8,000, if you see here. So D.O. Bran would ultimately fail with the 5 tests that we are going to use. So let's try this out, right? Let's do one thing. Let's try this out. Let's put it in an actual action here. If there's a part that's missing, because it's going to get a little more complex, because we are now building nesting functions, right? So if you feel that you are missing something, you are missing some concepts, then just rewind this video. Take a look at it again, right? You have got lifetime access for this video, so take advantage of that. So here is my first one. So just look at carefully. So here's the first one. So for K Dunn, no, for Ed James, right? So I want to know if this equals yes, right? So that's my first test. And for logical 2, I want to know if each week here is greater than or equal to 8,000. So I can do this. I can go here, that's B5, and I want to know that if this is greater than or equal to 8000, then I'm going to go to the next one. Is this greater than or equal to 8000, and so on. I'm going to do this for each week here, so I think one more. I'll just click here, greater than equal to 8000. All right, so this is for H James, and we can see here that each of the tests are true, right? So it returns a true at the end. I'll hit OK, and there's my true, right? Now I'm going to try this one more time, but as I said that I'll show you two methods. So this was the method one, but I'm going to do it a slightly different in a different method, because what if I had 52 weeks of data, right? I don't have to go to each and every single little week and check to see if it's more than 8000, right? So now I'm going to bring another function in to help me out, and here's the nesting. So I'm going to say, I'll just go here and say equals and open parenthesis. My first test, I want to know if that is equal to yes, right? And I'm putting yes inside of double quote because that's what I want to match it with here, this value, right? And then comma, and now if I hit the fx button just here to show you in the more clear way, I'm going to go to the logical 2, and this time rather than each individual week, I'm going to bring in the mean function, right? Remember the mean function way earlier in this course? If not and missed to watch that session, link of that video is provided at the top here, so do watch that. So I'm going to bring that in, open parenthesis, and mean function just want to know a range of cells to find the minimum value from, right? So I'm going to go and grab this range of cells here, B5 to E5, right, is greater than or equal to 8000. So now I don't have to spell out each and every single little week, right? Because if you have 52 weeks or 100 weeks or 1000 weeks, it's so much faster here in this way, right? Instead of just going week by week. So find the minimum value from that range and compare it against 8000. I'll just hit OK, and I'm going to get the same result. But it's a much cleaner, a much more efficient function formula because I have nested a function within. Alright, now once again, there are a lot of little moving pieces inside there. So nail down the concept, right? Get an understanding of what is the AND function, and then how we are going to use AND first, and then this concept of nesting. Take a function and placing it within another function to get it to do more for you, right? Now we are not done here yet, but try this out first. Just get a feel for it, make sure it works for you, pause, rewind the video, whatever you need to do, and then in the next video tomorrow we will see it inside the bonus status here, that how that nested function will work here to bring up the value inside the bonus status, right? And we are going to use this nesting inside the if. So that's all for today. That's what I wanted to just show you, the very basic how to create the nested function using the if function, using the AND function. We also use the mean function to make it more easier. So I hope that this was pretty easy and you have understood this, but it's not completed yet. We will just jump into the next video tomorrow and understand more on this. Okay, so just practice this whatever we learned today, and Thanks for watching this tutorial. And as I always say, if you really like this video and enjoying this journey, then please do like, share, and subscribe my channel to support my effort, and press the bell icon to get the latest content update on this channel. Alright, then we'll meet up in the next session. In case you have any questions, any concerns, then do let me know in the comment section of this video. Till then, stay safe, have a great life, and take very good care of yourself.